If you think you're returning and approaching the kitchen line correctly, you might want to watch this video. In this bonus session with the pro, my partner Kenny and I trained with Connor Garnett, a PPA champion and a top 5 pro player in the world. While drilling returns and approaches, he pointed out positioning mistakes that most competitive players don't even realize they're making. What he said completely changed how I think about the second and fourth shots. Once you hear it, you won't hit the same way ever again.
Let's try a little all serve and kind of hop to this side. I'll have you return, and let's just kind of play it out a little bit here.
Skinny court?
Yeah, so I'll be on this side.
Okay.
And then you guys have both sides. So here's a question. If you know I'm dropping,
Yeah.
where do you think a good spot to get in is?
Get in as in,
Like, should you get all the way up to the kitchen line, or should you
yes.
sag back?
No, kitchen line.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, if you did a good drop, I'm assuming.
If I did a good drop,
Yeah.
if I did a good drop and you get up to the kitchen line, what can you do with that?
Dink it back or speed it up.
What if you stand one step behind the kitchen line? What can you do with it?
Try it.
Maybe
Yeah.
get a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah.
So one thing to think about is if you know I'm gonna hit a drop, you don't have to get all the way up to the kitchen
Okay.
line.
Okay.
Because 2 reasons. One, if I leave it completely popped up,
Uh-huh.
your partner here can come over and smack this.
Okay.
2, if I hit a good enough drop where you guys can't take it out of the air, now it's way easier to transfer your weight into this ball.
Okay.
We want to avoid like running in and getting stuck like this.
I got it. I got it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
That's like a reverse chicken bait.
Yeah, exactly.
Up.
Nice.
Hold and speed.
Better. I'll
Yeah.
take it though.
Yeah.
And then we talked about this a little the other day, is if we hinge a little bit here, that just helps us get below the ball.
Okay.
And then when we're swinging up, we get a little bit more natural topspin.
Yeah, you don't bend down enough generally, I think.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Same thing, huh?
Yeah. And so now like it's a good where you can kind of see each other
Yeah.
do it, where like him coming over there was really quick like this. And it's like if we slow that down a little, that's gonna help out. Slowing down the volleys is going to be kind of the theme of a lot of these points.
Okay.
And then sliding over this way. When I have this volley here,
Yeah.
that middle, we want, like, you should be paddle more towards me and then being ready to cover that.
Okay.
Let's do a couple this way too.
Sure.
I like that though. You sagged back a little bit, so that helped you be more aggressive on that. And then just use a little bit more of the body on that. Yeah. That's the one.
That's the hard. That's so if I was back here.
Yeah, you just stop one step sooner. Instead of running in, catching it like this, we stop here, bounce, and it becomes really easy.
I've never been taught that. That's great.
It's all like, and I would say like one of the like most important things is like, as you're getting instruction, really asking a lot of questions on why.
Yeah.
Because there's like, yeah, we do want to get up to the kitchen line because we can hit it at a higher point. But it's like, if we know they're dropping,
Yeah.
our partner should be in the middle a little bit more, looking to take it out of the air. And then that saves us the extra movement. But let's say our partner is not taking it out of the air. Then if someone's going to pop up a lot of drops, then maybe we want to always get in. So there's rules, but it's understanding the reasoning behind it. Because you don't want to just like, when they drop, always sag back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a general starting point, if your partner is doing a good job with you, then yeah, it's a great strategy.
Got it.
And even if it's a little wide here, I'll play it.
Okay.
And just get kind of used to, like, if he returns it over there, sliding over a little bit.
Yep. Well, I let it go because I thought it was out.
So especially on a return, the more we can kind of let that ball drop just like a little second or take it on the rise, I think the toughest spot to hit a return is right at the apex.
Okay.
So it's like between, like, so the ball's here to here. That's kind of like, we're just like taking, it's got the most energy.
Okay.
So we can kind of just push it. Like,
Okay.
we can just kind of like poke it,
Yeah.
use all of the ball's energy.
Okay.
When it starts to slow down,
Yeah.
until we get to it's dropping a little bit, it's just a really weird time to hit the ball because it's starting to like get less and less up. So now we need to hit the ball up on that. So it's better when the ball's going like this. If we want to hit it up, it's the same direction.
Got it.
Less variables.
Yeah. And you have to create the energy on the ball versus the ball already had it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the ball, the only time the ball has enough energy for a good shot is like in this part of like right on the rise.
Okay.
Otherwise, we got to let it drop so we can control it ourselves. Out. Go one more this way, out in front with the tip of the paddle. Nice. Yep. And then where did you step?
I stepped this way.
Exactly, versus into it.
You want this way.
Yeah, like just a little.
Sorry.
So it's like just a little like when, because you're going to be like this.
I
it's
was
just,
here, right?
Yeah.
But I see the ball traveling. You want this direction.
Yeah, just a little like watch like kind of, it's just a like a subtle like this.
More of an angle.
Yeah.
What you did was you went like this, so it sprayed that.
Yeah, I opened up.
Yeah,
I
and it was
opened up.
quick. It was
Yeah.
slowing it down a little.
Yeah.
But if you turn this way, you could have still.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Nice. Behind it, yes.
Way high.
But I like the step back there. That's more of what we want on that. The first one you kind of short hopped.
Yeah.
Nice, and I don't mind. Either you can take that.
Yeah.
I'd rather you both be decisive on it.
Okay.
Let's go two more this way. Then we'll grab a drink. Nice.
Too big.
What
a
do we
swing.
think on that?
Too big of a swing.
Too big a swing.
So here's like an interesting thought. And I haven't really taught it before, but it stands to reason. If our arm is straight, this is a bigger like motion. It's a bigger arc. So the more we can kind of bend, that keeps it like the elbow bent, we can get that ball down quicker.
Yeah, I think that was what I was trying to do, but that was stretched out.
Yeah, so you were out here and then going like trying to be aggressive with it instead of taking an extra step. It's that extra, yeah. And another way to think about it is you're more okay with breaking your arm positioning than being in a worse spot with a contact point in the right positioning. And we need to switch that where it's like, I'd rather you hit it late with the right like prep than in a easier spot with the wrong prep.
More body position.
Yeah, the body's gotta, if we can't get there with the body, we can't get there, but we can't use the arm to make up for that. Nice. That's the one there. Let that bounce.
Oh, okay, you want that bounce.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then you got boom.
Because I'm gonna crash on that. Once I see that's below the net, I got to get up to the kitchen for free.
Yeah, that's all you. Boom, right down the middle.
Yeah. So let it bounce.
Yeah, especially look how high that drop
Yeah.
is. You had a great return,
Yeah.
drop popped up there. Nice. Nice. Oh, I almost had that, but way better. and really get aggressive with this. Like when that bounces up, get into it and get it at my feet. Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm winning it. Yep. Too far in front. Way too far in front. We'll go one this way. Now, paddle tip in front of, yeah. Nice. Slide middle. Once I get out of position there, get over
Slide
this
middle
way.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see he's way over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The more out of position and the more I get pulled this way,
Yeah.
the more I want you to get in the middle.
Put more pressure on you
Yeah,
in this
exactly. Anything high, now you're hunting for it.
angle. Got it.
Hunt, but take that as a forehand. Like why?
So Connor, I was here, it started traveling this way, so I just went, is that being lazy? You want me to
Yes.
come back around this way?
Well, you went, like if we watch that video, that'd be a great one for you to watch because
Yeah.
I think in your mind,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I just went like this.
Yeah.
You went like
Oh,
this.
I got it, I got it.
And it's coming slow enough, like that one, we want to watch that ball in a ready position and then see where our body is. We didn't even, like you wouldn't have even needed it. Like that's all you would have had to do to hit a forehand. Like that's literally how much it was coming to your forehand on that one. So it's just like some of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say like, honestly, like for you guys, it's like getting used to a little bit of just like the volleys, being a little bit more precise with it, keeping the elbow bent, and that's gonna really help with all your guys.
That's the fault.
It's, yeah, if we can get those volleys way crisper on both, and then you're dinking stepping in a little,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the biggest needle mover for
Oh,
your
that's
guys'
great.
game.
Yeah, that's awesome.